Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number one of the second semi-final between Yukietty and Aiken, also known as Tit. But I think Aiken will go well for this tournament, especially as he's been playing under this name for quite a while now. Do you see Yukietty playing as the Mexican civilization? See if we've seen him play actually quite a few times and to really good effect. I'll see if he's going to do the same strategy as he did versus his previous opponent because it actually worked out really well. He might have been playing versus Musketeer. Don't quote me on that one, but it was a good game. Oh no, it was a Kevin friendly, wasn't it? Yeah. This might be Yukietty's first series, but he might have played versus Eagle Mutt. I can't quite remember. Anyway, his opponent is going to be Aiken. He's going to be playing as the Ethiopians. Looks like he might have trained one or two villagers here. He's got 13 vills and age up a little bit delayed. Empire Wars Wagon, Mountain Monastery, and the Camp Builder with 300 gold. So it's all getting a bit messy here for Aiken with all of his wagons. He's going to try and work on his 110 food treasures. So still having the macro to do these treasures is actually quite nice, but the big treasures are really in the middle of the map. 2 cows and 320 XP, but it's more realistic is the XP. Looks like Yukietty is going to move forward to try and take this treasure on. He does have 2 explorers, so he could actually work on his crack shot and the stun on 1 explorers. Works well. It always looks like this Mexican person is like carrying... Is he carrying like ham? Oh, his zoom so... Scroll speed so fast. Yeah, it looks like he's carrying like ham. You know what I mean? This guy's like so hungry, he might just like fall asleep, have a little bit of a nap in the afternoon and just eat some of that ham. Like, hey, look at me, I got all this food to eat. Bit weird that is. Alright, let's go back out. I think I've actually got a perfect rotation there. Oh, magic. Anyway, just a little bit. That should be it. Anyway, Yukietty here, going heavy on the Hacienda wagons. I think each of these Empire Wars can build a Hacienda wagon, and Yukietty looking to send in the Slaxer textiles. He has already actually, so he must have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 villager shipment from that card. He's still dropped another 2 down Haciendas. I don't think these Haciendas provide any more villagers once they are built. We will check. Oh, they do? No? Does he have to get housing for this? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's changed. Okay, that's changed. That shouldn't happen. I mean, it probably should happen because you never really check this. But you can send this card and you get 2 for each new and existing Hacienda. I thought it was just existing ones. Okay. Wow, what a card. So that's a 14 villager shipment card too. Pretty much guaranteed because you always be dropping Haciendas as the game goes on. That's insane. That alone might put Mexico up into top tier because they do have Soldados, Saltadors. They certainly have a stronger economy than what the Brits can achieve in Age 2. There's the cathedral to heal up the Hacienda as well. Nice little cheeky little play. It's not a super amount of HP healing, but every little helps. Fort moving forward here from the Ethiopians. Double town trading post. Yukietty here doesn't need trading post because he's gone Haciendas. Now going for the revolt. Did he go for the cheaper revolt card? I can't tell. I want to say that he did. He would have it in a deck. It would make sense going for the 3 outpost wagons. Last time he played, he didn't go for the 3 outpost wagons, and that slowed him down. It's just a safe card. You've got to get this extra XP later on. And that means he can basically stop villager unit production and focus on getting to the 4th age from here very, very quickly. And yeah, he's upgrading his outposts so important in this game mode because you're always making outposts here from your shipments, and Mexico could be a sleeper OP Civ in this situation. NZ Guns saying it's always been the case for Haciendas spawn extra villagers after that card has been sent. So I mean, you could, in Empire Wars game mode, you could literally delete a Hacienda and rebuild it again for 2 villagers and 120 XP. I suppose your opponent will get 240 XP on delete though, but sacrifices have to be made, I guess. That's just insane. That is, I didn't realise that. That's made me feel giddy as a result. I want to take the Mexican Civ onto the Empire Wars ladder and just roll. Yukietty nearly getting to that 1,000 resource of each resource after the cheaper. God, how do you play on a scroll so fast? I'm just touching the side. I'm off to the Caribbean and now off to China. Like, what on earth is going on? I literally have to move around with my right mouse click. I literally say the word literally every sentence. It's literally annoying. There's a football pundit called Gary Neville in the United Kingdom, and he's a footballer. He's turned into punditry later in his career, but he hasn't quite developed that linguistic skill that journalists and that will build up over time. And he's one of those people who just says the same phrases over and over and over again. I say literally, or it's gonna be a tough time. I can't think of any other, but it's always this case. Going back to Mexico, two shipments ready to go. It's worth noting as well, though, he will get 1600 XP, maybe. I don't know how much XP is on the agent. Maybe it might just be 800. I'll check. It's a lot. So he's going to be in a position where he's sending like 5 shipments back to back at this moment in time. One of his cards is going to be Soldado Grenadiers. I think he has that card in his deck. But from here, you could have another 3 outposts, build some outposts and ship the outpost to Falconet card conversion. Could send in Fast Factory into Second Factory. Could go into Galaxista Lancers and clean up these Gas Kenyas. I mean, these are only age 2. Aiken is now moving up to the next stage. His card order as well is all that mess. It's something, one of those 20% gold gathering and a 15% food gathering is a nice way to kind of buff the eco, but there's no villager shipment there for the Ethiopians, and we've only 23 vills. His economy is looking pretty poor. Obviously, it is backed by all these cows, which I do see these players these days train cows as well at the same time, but the game is pretty much in Yuki's court at the moment. Mexico just so strong in this situation. Roki RuneScape saying hi. I'll say hi to you too. There we go. There's a Fast Factory, and we have 1, 2. Oh, we have 3 Empire Wars wagons there. 2 from the age ship and 1 from the shipments. So there's another town centre being made. Wait, where's that town centre come from? Is that? Oh wait, has Mexico got the age 3 and age 4 wagons on the Revolt? They get the town centre as well. That's I suppose it makes sense, but it just has like a bit of a massive timing spike. Outpost will go up. We'll lose quite a bit of HP though, but it does go up with decent amounts to spend. But Salty Door's behind. I do notice that Yuki is a fan of going into the Soldado to Salty Door card. He's going to do that now. So yeah, Salty Door into Soldado. Pardon me. He's going to get 25 heavy musketeers as a result of this. Presidential Lance. He's got the Spanish Galaxistas there. Has got the Grenadier card. Going Grenadier card afterwards. And at the top afterwards, I'm sure you can go for Salvadorian coffee after this card to get maybe, so that's 10, that's 11, that's 12. That'll be a 13 villager card or a 12 villager card when that gets sent in. So that's all looking pretty strong as well. Yukietty at 48 villagers. His Haciendas are now producing villagers as well. And the economy is going, the military is going. He's up to veteran Soldados, and I'm sure he's going to be teching into these guys are marking time. Oh, what a niche little bit of military drill there we're witnessing. Well done, developers. I like to see that. Elite Gas Kenyas here. How do they compete versus Soldados? Well, in a 1v1, probably not very well. En masse, they do pretty well. Hey, it's Lion. Nice to see you, buddy. Game 1, semi-final number 2. Oh, get that Empire War wagon out of the way. He's going for a fort, but that's going down. Goodbye, denied. Absolutely bonkers. And I think Mexico... I'm looking at this. I'm thinking Mexico on Empire Wars. It has to be in like the banned territory. It's so strong. Lion's thinking, oh my god, why did I not sign up for this? I get to win every game here with the Empire Wars. Here come the Galaxista Lancers behind, and where's the guards? Soldados, like, at this moment in time, just stop with everything else and just focus on this. I think he literally has. He's getting his Architects now. He's just trying to spend what he can. Oh, Lance's flank from the south. Lancer flank from the south. Is he going to go in? He's trying to find the skirmishers first, which I guess it works, but literally anything here works. And the Grenadiers splash damage coming in. The gas cannons getting some medics. They want to kill the Lancers, but that opens up for the Grenadier flank behind this. The Musketeers are pinned. The Spanish Lancers have done their job really well. Here come the grenade launchers as well. You see that the grenade launchers have been opened up. Now they're in close range to actually getting their cannons. Oh my god, that Sardar has gone flying. What on earth has happened to him? He's had a poor day at the office, it seems. But it's a couple of these Grenadiers just pop in. It feels weird that, like, the Grenadier attack is only at, like, an extra 1 range. It feels like you never see Grenadiers come out from these guys. It's, might need a bit of a rework, because most of these guys are still using their rifle attacks, so that card is just not very good of a card. No guards. Soldados here from Yukietty. We missed a trick there. Could have taken a great engagement there. Only 600 wood, 600 gold, I believe. But at 61 villagers and having all these villagers producing from the haciendas pretty quickly is insane. Lion, did you know that this card, Slaxkiller Textiles, it benefits all existing haciendas, which we knew that, but all new ones as well. I didn't realise it was benefited all new haciendas, because I remember people used to always like try to get like, oh, I must get all the haciendas built before this card gets shipped, but you can just send the card, and when these haciendas get built, you get the villagers still. I'm like, it just blew my mind. Absolutely insane card. For a Empire Wars situation, of course. Maybe not on a standard 1v1 sup, but I guess teaming could work out quite well as well. The fort here from also is still being super annoying. Killing all these animals as well. Does have negative multipliers by vilts, so these vilts are running. I don't think they need to run too far, but I think they're just milling the hacienda now. Yeah, they're probably worth staying for the hunt and maybe just taking the losses if any units are trained. You can just reinforce that, maybe push to the top side and go for that. Oh, Evo with the knowledge. When they changed it from 3 to 2, they added all future haciendas as well. Damn, that's insane. Okay, yeah, I always thought I was not right, but I always remembered it being just existing haciendas. It was like a struggle to get your haciendas built. I mean, the key concept is building a Civ's economy around a 600 wood building, which realistically you should not be able to build haciendas from Empire war wagons, but then again you should, because you can build estates, plantations, and they cost 600 wood, so it is fair in that sense. It's just Mexico were not developed with Empire Wars in mind, were they? Look at these guys. Happily chilling on the farm with a nice juicy bison hunt right next to it. That's just the epitome of, I can't be bothered to move my villagers, let's just have them all on the haciendas now. I tell you what, I'm surprised that there is no like salted peppers card or like villager boosting card. He hasn't got around to sending in any of the refrigeration and textile mill cards yet, I think. Yeah, 85 vills, these cards are just so superior to anything else. So are these actually guys shooting grenade launchers, or so when they're sieging, they have the sound of a musket attack, but they're firing grenade launchers instead of. I suppose grenade launchers back in that day would have gunpowder musket sound, wouldn't it? I'm confused. I'm sure it's all right. Meanwhile, Aiken over here, Elite Gas Kenyas, another upgrade card onto his bad boys. Not too much, plus 9 HP. Is it this one over here? No, that's Villager Reforms. He hasn't really got much to go remaining. I think he's got a Senate Horseman card being sent now, but Senate Horsemen's are not really what he wants versus this. Like, Soldado is like one of the greatest anti-cavalry units in the game in Melee. Destroy anything with a 25% melee resist and high HP. Those units aren't doing anything. Abens are going round the back for what are they doing? I don't actually know. You know, they're very nice units to heal mid-combat, so I certainly wouldn't throw them away for free. Here come the Sennas. Just keeping the Sebastopol and some Falconets company. I think Aiken's looking to get to the 4th age at some point, but Mexico is just calling the shots. Nah, yeah, they've been guard for a while. I don't think Yukietty's got his salty door combat. He does have salty door combat. Now, salty door combat into stealth into like right on top of your enemy is so strong. Like it's one of these things like stealth skirms are not being lamed enough by everybody. Like I don't want to say please lame them more, but you know, if they're in the game to be lamed, I guess you can lame them, but please don't lame them versus me, else I will be very disappointed and probably remove you as a friend and all that. Okay, Senna's going in, actually making contact with the Culverins, so a little bit of a sloppy play there, but it does actually invite the Sennas in for a nice trade. 2 Culverins still alive, and we've only Falconets behind. They do get 1 shot, so leaving just the Sebastopol mortar, but yeah, it's not that great versus infantry. Here come the veteran Chinacos behind. Nice Chinacos shipment there. That was just double unit batch. It wasn't the age 3 Ager bonus, which would give him like maybe 20 of them now. Absolutely insane. That Salvadoran coffee up to 16 vills. I think he sent it about 13, 14 vills, and it's just a clean up. Guard Saldado's taken no prisoners here whatsoever. The Gasconians rip through those probably veteran Chinacos, but they just can't rip through this guard musketeer batch. I would have liked to have seen Cheyenne assessment here into musk oxes, into bisons in the town centre. I think there's extra hunting potential that Yuki could go for, but Yuki's just cruising at the moment. He's in cruise control, just taking down everything piece by piece, no rush to do anything, and I think this is, as far as I'm considered, going to be a Mexico victory. Out come 2 Falconets, but they can't even kill. Ooh, ooh, calm down now. That was actually a really good volley. I was about to say they can't kill a Soldado, but the 2 shots killed like 3 units plus huge splash on both. I think they got like a massive bounce attack on the front group and then on the rear group. That was a really good Falconet volley. I just love like double bounce Falc shots. Here come Elite F-10 high HP boys, really tanky units. They are very strong skirmishers. They're very costly, but they're very strong. But versus now veteran Chinacos and probably the Chinaco cards as they start to roll through Caballeros, Cavalry Combat, and the Presidential Lancers. And Liberation March? Oh wait, they get... Oh wait, yeah, this is a Mexican card. I get confused. So Spain's Mexico, Mexico's Spain, and Spain have seemed to have lost a little bit of flavour this patch, haven't they? Because it's just like, hey, welcome to New Mexico. Even though... I don't know. I'm just stalling for time now. Hey, yeah, we literally just see Mexico running around the map, sieging buildings, and the Ethiopians just not really able to take a trade because when they do, oh dear. And the game's finished. Yeah, I think Aiken realised like he's had Gasconians versus Chinacos. F-10 behind. Good trade on the cavalry, and then along comes 50 unkillable musketeers. It's like, ah, well, maybe not here. And the game goes over to Yukietty. Just carrying it on. Boop. Boop. Aiken's dropping the G, Yukietty dropping the GG. GG every game, boy, every game. Right, game number 2, this is game number 3, I want Malaysia. Yukietty did say that he did lose game 2. He only had these 2 wrecks, so unfortunately, yeah, looks like game 2 was lost. I assume that was a Aiken victory because otherwise the series would be over. So game 3, we're on Malaysia between Aiken and Yukietty. Yukietty playing as the United States of America, spawning to the southwest of the map in colour pink. Do you remember when they when, like, the devs told us, like, people who have early access, whatever you do, you cannot call them the Americans. You cannot call them the United States of America. Do not do that under any circumstances. And you just hear the Explorer go, for America. And I said that to one of the like community managers, like, so yeah, by the way, your Explorer says like for America, and when you like load into the game, it says congratulations, you've unlocked the American civilization, and they're like, oh, I don't know, don't worry. I was like, lol. Top banter that was. Lightsaber killing the Black Panther, and yeah, just throwing his little squishy gun at the villager. Villager having to walk away. Time to not build the dock or outpost, but he's only got one Empire's war wagons here, so I guess he's going to build the dock and try and like. Oh, what's the villager doing down here? Maybe he's changed the Empire war wagons building the outpost, and the villagers now building the trading post. Maybe he's just waiting for another wagon behind to go for the train post. Yeah, well, welcome to Spain, by the way, guys. Spain, you know, the Civ with the fastest shipments in the game on a game mode, which get the greatest benefit from sending shipments. This should be an insane map for Spain, and he's going for Teeping left side. Empire Wars wagon. That's a villager building a dock up the top. Dock outpost going out to the south. Insane stuff, but Yukietty here dropping down 3 mills age 1, going for Germantown farmers, so he gets the 1 infrastructure wagon. I think he might get a mill wagon with this card as well. Might be misquoting, but certainly up to 5 mills already, so that's going to be 5 settler wagons. Yeah, he's got 5 settler wagons down the field, so 30 villager population already. Sending 700 gold to age up. He's already got the... Oh, it's the 2 advanced homesteading wagons. These guys producing housing population as well. It's all kicking off here. Has he got Hamiltonian economics as well? I think he has. I don't think you really want that in this game mode. It just doesn't give you the tempo that you need, and actually considering everything else, it's probably quite not the greatest return on value as well. Anyway, there's the Empire Wars wagon. It's probably going to drop a dock on the southern side to contest Spanish water here, but the Ajax will come in. Oh, just going to laden the southern coast with outposts to defend the warships. I think you could probably put this outpost a little bit closer down to this little jet of land. State militia moving forward, sieging down an outpost. Will this get this outpost down? No, it won't. Outpost gets completed. State militia will have to move in deep, try and pick up some more villagers. House being built here, herding coming in. It's all kicking off. Another wagon. That's going to be 600 wood here from Spain. Spain here sending a lot of stuff. Or that? No, that's just remnants of the wood. Maybe just sent in rendering plants. Might be actually what's happened behind this. Preparado. 13 fishing boats here from the Spanish player. A couple of hussars coming out. Catching the state militia. Not bad, actually. Can he get some dogs out? That'd be pretty cool if he does get a couple of dogs out. I suppose he just needs to always keep the state militia snared. The United States Explorer actually keeping one hussar away. Here comes Eco Theory behind us. He's already got fish market as well. This is actually a pretty decent play here from Spain. 0.82 gold per second. Fish down here looking good, 1.11. I want to say these guys have at least got to place gill nets on them as well. Hoping for gill nets at least. Nicky Yaki, what the hell is going on? Welcome to the second semi-final. Final game. The score right now is probably 1 apiece. And on the game mode Empire Wars, the game mode anybody can play, officially supported, and in the game. Just when you go into 1v into the quick search lobby, instead of picking Supremacy, pick that Empire Wars button, or you can do that in the custom lobbies. Everything is a bit of a faster paced game, but it's not playing Supremacy on fast, it's playing Supremacy on medium, but shipments come faster, starting more resources, and essentially just starts you into the second age of the game and gives you a little bit more bonus for each shipment. Empire Wars wagon moving across the map, going to get picked off by Minutemen and State Militia, looking to drop an outpost on United States resources, and this is what I talk about by the offensive tower placement and how annoying it is. for Yuki to take down his towers, he has to invest into siege, invest into musketeers, quite a lot of heavy units to deal with this. And meanwhile, it's the line of sight that Aiken gets, it's the annoyance, it's the constant you're under attack animation. Let's look at his line of sight. The amount of map that Aiken's got under his vision is huge. Meanwhile, Yukietty's on his side of the map, and he just knows he's starting to get walled in by this outpost. Each of these guys' points are shipment points as well. Blockhouse being sent. He went for the Russian double blockhouse, so he does have the Empire Wars wagon. Could go for double arsenal here, really. He does have the Empire's wagon and has the actual arsenal wagon here as well. So you can go for double arsenal. Yep, Springfield Armory and the normal armory and the third armory. He's been saving his wagons there for the arsenal shipments. Carbine cavalry rolling out here. Interesting play. Don't often see carbine cavalry. Pikemen going to the south and wagon gun on the coast, likely to be a defensive outpost on the water. Oh, I need to pour myself like another glass of Fanta. This is getting exciting. Mill rush. That's the Germantown farmers into double homestead wagons combo. So between those two cards, you basically get 4 mills, 4 settler wagons, and maybe a 5th homestead wagon as well. It's pretty strong. Down here, I'll tell you what I've noticed that Aiken is saturating the whales. My favourite thing to comment on with fish booming is people saturating the whales first before moving on to other fish. Essentially leading that water to be longer lasting in terms of resources. Carbine cavalry chasing the Spanish hussars away. I think Spain's aging right now. Must be. I just clicked up now. It's got a huge amount of eco. 59 fills. Down on momentum though. Spain does have the slow age. If they were playing on this patch, maybe Aiken could sneak in that faster age up to the 3rd age card. So he already sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 cards so far in age 2. So yeah, that could give him a really fast age up from there, and I guess they're straight into the next card. This delayed age up though, the slow one, might actually allow Aiken to go to the 4th age at a later point. Still producing lots of fishing boats though. He really needs to prioritise his food income actually. His food's actually quite lacking. Does have all these water buffaloes alive, which with 7 of them, could have gone for a livestock pen. Livestock pen would have been clutch. He's gone for a lot of outposts here. And a cheeky livestock pen on those would have certainly propelled him up the ages much faster. Remember, carbine cavalry have double shot animations, so you can't have to wait until the double shot goes off. So the covered wagons, the foundation does go down the Egypt with town centre wagons, well, just like how EZ tried with the Brits from Florida. If you age up with the town centre wagon, you still get your age up town centre wagon as well. So there's 3 TCs dropping down here. I don't know why the outpost, these town centres were dropped underneath the starting town centre. It would have been better to drop them down here to this southern outpost and kind of secure the side resources. But it's okay. I think 1 will go down. Other might stay up. Has Minutemen been called yet? Not too sure. Lance is about to pop out though, and it's all just sharpshooter militia. Actually, the carbine cavalry have gone off elsewhere, but out come the. Oh no, where have they gone? Where have they got? Oh, he's down here. Oh, he's sent forward military and home economics. I'm dying. He's lost a town centre. He's likely to lose a 2nd town centre. He's down in momentum. Didn't get the godly lance to pop on the sharpshooters, which he may have hoped for. He might have been baiting them a little bit longer, actually. But Minutemen being called from the 2nd town centre. That's just his Minutemen from the 1st town centre being called in. The lancers need to come in, though. They need to come in. Okay, Falconets at home. Empire Wars wagon present. Are the lancers being pulled in? I don't think they are. I think he's forgot about them. Here comes the outpost being dropped out. The carbine cavalry smell that they've got potential here for a nice pickup on the Falconets, and this is going to dive bomb it. Meanwhile, that Falconet's in trouble. Here come the Gatling guns, and the Lancers still away. Where are the Lancer reinforcements? 7 Rodelleros, now 9 Rodelleros being sent in behind out of military shipments. Why has he got Armada as a card? Okay, here come the Lancers. We're going to pick up the Gatlins. That's quite nice. Yukietty thought Lancers were completely out of the way. Gatlins picked up relatively for free. Nice trade. Falconets may come back in. Yes, come back in. There's the outpost being built. Does Spain have a triple outpost wagon in the Third Age? I think they might do, actually. Might be worth considering it in Empire Wars decks. Defensive wall being dropped. Explorer still down. Might be worth buying him back to go for Dog Smash. Gold now being sent. 350 gold per shipment. We are on the old patch, remember? There you go, 350. That's nerfed down to 300 latest patch. I don't really know why. Maybe it was Empire Wars. Who knows? 350 gold feels decent. 300, I suppose it is still kind of decent because you're going to send lots of shipments in these games and in games in general, but just can't help but feel that 300 gold just loses the kind of like, should I send this card here? Probably not. Rat-a-tat-tat, Gatling gun still going off. Popping off in the background here. Changing cartridge. And so far, this massive skirmisher Carbine Cavalry hasn't really been contested too much. Aiken down in score so much, but his economy is doing so well though, but it's just not quite actually managing to get the units going. There's a fort and outpost on the water, so everything on Fish Village is going to be curtailed down to the southern side. Okay, here comes the Spanish gold treasure crates now, so as the shipments roll through, that should be giving him a lot of extra purchase. There's whales being fully saturated here, but there are actual fish behind it. There's still so much regular fish to gather up, which I think, you know, a couple more fishing boats could actually be fine over the top side. Let's look at the Sufi Moss now. It's up to about 5 goats. Yeah, 5 fat goats. Maybe an opportunity here. He did eat those Lassoks in the end, so he does have that to jump off. And now Spanish players starting to recover position. 68 villagers. Yukietty's at 48 now with obviously 5 settler wagons, so 50-ish military pop, eco pop, going for 2 coal mines. Oh, he's already gone for. Has he gone for the Yeah, he's gone for the sharpshooter card already. Yeah, Kentucky Hunters, 2 sharpshooters per shipment sent in the game, so another card which scales on shipments. These cards are insane for Empire Wars. Like, at 11 minutes in the game, you can send a 30 skirmisher card. A 30 skirmisher card. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And probably in a game like this, I don't think Yukietty needs the factory economy in the Third Age. Obviously, it's only, you know, lower tier factories, no upgrades. But 30 skirmishers, that's put the Spanish players under considerable pressure. But I think the water eco is now really kicking off. At no point has Yuki been interested in combating the water down here, which, you know, the top water, you can leave it, but the southern water, you've got to put something down there. You've got to do some sort of attempt. Okay, here comes some Zapco Ulans coming to be sent to one of the outposts, but this Spanish Dragoon mass has kind of gone to a great amount. Remember, Cav combat benefits Dragoons. Like, if Spain does not need any more buffs, Spanish Dragoons get buffed by Cav combat. Oh, come on. Is there anything that the Spanish Civ can't do these days? Martinez, who's going to win? Well, Yuki was in a massive score advantage for the longest time, but it has essentially caught up, and the momentum here from Yuki is somewhat stalled on the offensive. The Falcons are still alive there from the Spanish shipments. Spanish gold has been rolling in quite considerably now. Advanced Arsenal coming from behind. 69 villagers on the floor. Nice. Very nice indeed. Quite a few of them are fishing boats there, but fishing boats have not been idled or harassed. Whales are somewhat infinite. Oh yes, they're definitely new Falcons there, aren't they, Yuki? Yeah, absolutely good shout. Defensive artillery foundry there. The offensive play here for you this game, really, really good. Really impressive. Definitely think one of the Empire wagons could be in a dock here for a caravel, just to try and at least draw a line, say, right, you can have this side, anything this side I'm going to pick off. But Spain must be another one of those strong civs in Empire Wars. You just go, oh, how many shipments has Spain sent now? We'll find out at the end of the game how many shipments Spain has sent, because I hate to think it'd be like in the 30s. Must be insane. Oh, he hasn't got Unction in his deck. What a shout. Yeah, no, you should really have Unction pretty much in every deck. It's one of those, like, you go, oh, do I go Advanced Arsenal, or should I just go, oh, I'll just go Unction. Yeah, just go Unction. But Unction's nerfed in the most recent patch quite significantly, like down from like 55% attack to like 33. Like, it's still significant, don't get me wrong, it's just not as strong as it once was. But now Spain get like a 25% skirm attack card in Age 4, and I guess it's trying to balance out the skirmisher range attack in treaty games, but like not overly buff the cavalry and artillery bonuses they get from Unction. Is my thinking, I guess, behind it. Rookie is typing on exclamation mark winner, and I can tell you that I'm the winner. I am a winning person. I love how the pink windmills look from a distance. They look so silly. Carbine cavalry. Has these got any upgrades on them? I think 16 range suggests they do have ranged cavalry caracol. Yeah, they have the range from the Springfield Armory. These guys probably have triple. Yep, these guys will nuke any heavy infantry. So that's all looking pretty good. But any cav cards? I don't think the United States have any cav cards. There's rifle combat. There's musk combat, but there's no cavalry cards whatsoever. Do we need Irish immigrants in an Empire Wars deck? It's like, how many is? Oh, it's villages per minutes a game now. You don't want Irish thing. You probably don't want Dutch. Yeah, and these could be your Magyar Hussars in the 4th. Could be your Oman's legions in the 3rd. Pushing down to the south, getting some work done. Culverin's moving in, trying to bait in the frigate. Got some good play here. He's actually forcing reaction here, but he might get trapped here by a Spanish player behind. A couple Lancers leading the charge, with mainly goons skirm behind. Skirm's going for a raid on the villagers. They're actually away. The amount of sharpshooters here, a bit of artillery in the frigate. This is looking a good fight here for the United States. Those dragoons are starting to fall over. Sharpshooters getting some good volleys. It's the Gatling guns actually ripping through. Coles do damage from the frigate. One frigate goes down, but the second does come out and find decent fire from behind. Gatling guns don't really know which way they want to shoot. They're not actually that great versus boats. You see, they've actually got a negative multiplier versus boats for some interesting reason. Rookie saying water OP. Rookie, this must be like your favourite game mode ever. Like outposts everywhere, docks everywhere, wagons everywhere. You love your building spam, and this game mode is for you. You could probably get like also 4 TC by 4 minutes. And that's the cleanup, I think. That's the cleanup. Heated shotgun in from the United States. That's very, very nice. Help deal with the water play. I do appreciate that tech a lot. Thing is with these techs, heated shot is actually really cheap. So actually having to have it for, be free, but it takes so long to come in just from the arsenal is actually a bit of a nerf there to the United States. It's really awkward for that tech to take so long to come through. So yes, now they have an extra multiplier versus the ships. Very, very nice. But I think the damage has been done, and I think Spanish player likely be going up to the next stage. Oh no, he's just massing full army here, full army, full Lancer rods, and just exchanging when he can, and just having a good time doing so. 66 villagers. Yuki also at 66. The quality of villagers here for the Spanish player maybe is slightly better. Finally, all the food at the top's been gathered. The game has been called. Those culverins will get picked off there, and yeah, Aiken wins this series 2-1. We missed game number 2, unfortunately, but that's okay though. The 2 games we did see were some good games, and Aiken will move to the final. Need an anti-water deck. Oh well, He's a disciple of Kinesi. You know what those two boys are up to. Yeah, I think everything Yuki is that like it's a game mode which hasn't been explored. It's a game mode which hasn't really been practiced, and I think your strategy with the Mexico and Fast Industrial is absolutely insane. You probably look around and both players made changes to the deck. Like you wouldn't want a 3-vil here. Spain is Empire Wars probably. I guess 2-vils still can work, but actually maybe instead of 1 frigate you can get 2 galleons or 3 caravels there. He's got caravels, cav combat, makes sense. That's all fine. Shame there's no Age 4 card there for Spain in terms of military progression. I like the play here. I think you did not need Hamiltonian economics behind this. These 2 cards can go just from the deck full stop. I'm not too sure what the military cards in Age 3 for the United States are, if they're actually a decent order. Maybe 54th Regiment could be quite fine. There's also another sharpshooter card, just a standard one, but the early Kentucky Hunters, again, good play there. It looks like you went for the Virginia plan to kind of get the extra shipment in behind. All good, decent stuff. Good games. And yeah, I know you boys are like, oh, Harrison, all this action, I love this Empire Wars, let's go into the final. Yeah, it'd be absolutely amazing that, but it's 10:30. I'm not going to lie, I think I might actually